Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. From yours truly, PVM, Jeide track, Dash, Dante, Smith, the writer, the poet. You know, we're here. Thank y'all for joining us. We're going to keep today real short and sweet. Just want to give the flowers to the mothers today, you know what I'm saying? Send our love to the women who were brave enough, you know what I mean, selfless enough and powerful enough to make the transformation into being, mothers, into being caretakers, into being community, nation leaders. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And this is for all of us who have been influenced by mothers. You know what I'm saying? So as much as we give our flowers or we give flowers to the mothers today, this episode is also for all of us who have been influenced by mothers in any degree, in any shape, way, or form. You know what I'm saying? But blessings of blessings, blessings of blessings, blessings of blessings, blessings abundant. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle of sending out the invitations and shit. You know what I'm saying? But so if y'all know any mothers, you know what I mean, send them this link. Let them know that we appreciate them, we love them, we acknowledge their sacrifices, because it ain't easy, But further than that, we appreciate and we love y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all help to hold the very fabric of civilization, society, and humanity together by just upholding the role of such a monumental figure in not only the family, but in the world. We ain't going cliche with that neither. Mothers are that important. You dig what I mean? Dash up in the building. We about to bring them. And I'm about to light up. Ooh, excuse me.
Yo, how you feeling, player?
It's a day for reflection and resonance. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed for that. You know what I mean?
I can dig that. I can definitely get with that. I'm the same. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, highly favored to be here. It's an honor, privilege, blessing. It's an all that. I'm just happy to be here.
I feel
Still
that.
alive, still breathing. A lot of things, a lot of situations could took me out, but I'm still here. 33 years strong, and we're still doing this thing.
I feel that. I definitely did. I definitely dig that.
Yeah. It's good spirits. It's Sunday. Their relaxation too. Plus, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. This is the day for y'all celebration and whatnot. That we give our thanks, our thanks, our love, our appreciation. I mean, we give it daily, but this is the day we highlight it.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
Speaking of how mom doing on that end?
She good. She good. Like I just did brunch with her, my grandma, my aunt earlier today. Like it's good vibes. It's definitely entertaining. Went out to this restaurant called Poppy's out in South Philly. Only black family up in there, but it was it was good vibes though. It was good vibes, good food. Nice menu, nice menu. They had salmon, Caesar salad, French fries, pancakes, waffles, French toast, eggs, uh, shrimp cocktails, sausages, and all the other stuff. They had the list was plentiful. You had the pickings of like different things that you want to sink your teeth into. And then the eye candy up in there was good too. That was a plus. And I got to see like firsthand like how related I am to the ladies and how much my behavior exhibits them. Like. So, for instance, it was a situation we was up in there. It was like a family across from us, and they had it was this girl over there. She was a little cutie, Me and her, we made eye contact, and she like came closer to me, because you had to pass my table to get to the buffet where everybody, got their food from. And she makes her way. She goes, "How you doing?" You know, so the ladies at my table, start with my mom, go first. Oh, she a cutie. You ain't gonna get that. So I just start laughing. I'm just like, nah, I'm with y'all. Like, let's enjoy ourselves. So then my grandma chime in and she goes, "Yeah, I mean, she is a little baddie. Ain't that what y'all call her nowadays?" So I start to laughing a little bit. So then my aunt goes in and she goes like, "Yeah, I don't know her behavior, if she's a baddie or not, but I know she's got a big butt. Like, isn't that something that you're interested in?" So I was just like, "Yo, you gotta relax. You gotta relax." But it was like good vibes. It was good times, like it was good. It was a good outing overall, So like, that was good. Uh, and then the rest of the night we just chilling, like everybody went their separate ways, like obviously they just went ahead and relaxed time, too, just to unwind. But she in good spirits.
That's
And
what's
then, her birthday next week too, so like she about to live it up even more.
that's what's up, man. That's
Yeah.
love. Shout out to the women who know how to play that wingman position. Cause like the old heads, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
know that.
Like it was definitely setting it up, like like, and the energy was receptive. So I was just like, oh, they good with it too. Like they spotted it before I even picked it up. They was like,
Goddess, what's going on with you? Happy Mother's Day, Arisha Goddess. Sending our
yo,
love, your
I
flowers.
know, right, Selena? Happy Mother's Day. Tell the girls I said hello as well too. But well, Jay, how are you feeling today? Like, like what's your mindset? How are you overall handling all this today?
I'm just thinking about myself. Just taking myself. I've been in a meditative place. Um, the day was really heavy earlier, but I decided to take some things back. Eat some foods that kind of reminded me of my childhood. Watch some movies. What I mean, watching Three Ninjas right now. That's a movie that my mom. I don't know how she got it for me. She got it like on VHS from way back when and whatnot. It's one of my favorite movies watching when I was young. You know what I mean? So watching that, it's on Netflix right now. I'm just in a meditative space. You know what I'm saying? Want to I want to keep myself aware and focused on being grateful and not just the heaviness associated with, what I'm saying, this being the first Mother's Day without my mom in the physical, you know what I mean? Because I still got her in the spirit.
She always gonna be with you in the spiritual sense. Like always flip with you. You're a representation of her legacy. You are the legacy.
Word, word, word. That African butterfly, what's going on with you, love? How you living? How you doing?
Yeah. But speaking of movies that moms introduce you to, like, because like I got fond memories, like, and a lot of my fondest memories are like related to movies because of that. Like, and I think back to like I don't know. Today was one of them days like earlier I just got in my thoughts where I was just like really introspective thinking about like, like the journey kind of me and my mom that had up to this point, like as far back as I can remember. And I was even like thinking about just like moments in time, like throughout my childhood, like that for some reason they just hold like a extra fondness to them. And it is and some of them are like some of the simplest things. Like I was recalling a moment where she introduced me to the movie Roger Rabbit, and I just remember how much I loved it. But it was just because she introduced it to me, and it was just something different, like a Detective Bunny. It just like so creative. It just got my juices flowing. It kind of just get my wheels spinning. I just remember even being as a kid, like how that kind of got my wheels turning as a writer, like to be like, oh, okay, like you can do something like this. You don't have to be like how the books is, or I can get as creative as Dr. Seuss, or it doesn't have to make sense to everybody. It just had to make sense to me, and then it'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just moments like that. It's just like damn, like you really don't know, like you take for granted at that time, like, and sometimes, well, honestly, I couldn't even take it for granted because I didn't even know really the magnitude of what I was going through until now, you know. But like able to look back and just dial back and be like, damn, you know, my mom did do that for me. Like she did introduce that to me, you know. Like I give these other people like acknowledgement as inspirations because like later on they might have inspired me or you know kept the wheels turning, but the initial start up was because of her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so. So Alpha Dog, what's going on with you, King? Pretty Rude, what's going on with you, love? Sending love to both of y'all mothers, to everybody's mother in the building, including that African butterfly. Happy Mother's Day to y'all mothers. You know, we're giving the flowers out to the mothers right now as deserving individuals, participants in the community, upholders of humanity, the tether of love. Like
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot that comes with being a mother, man, for real.
I know they the backbone of the household too, you know. The mom is the essential piece that you need to make all the rest of the chess piece. She the point guard of the team, you know. Just
Sure.
facilitating, making sure everybody in the right spot to do what's needed for everybody to succeed, you know.
For sure, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? But so just like for conversation's sake, what's one thing that, you know, your mother put you on game? Whether it was in your childhood or recently, what's one thing that your mom put you on game about that made you recognize that in her wisdom of being a mother, she always had your best interest at heart. Even on days that you might have not understood it, you was just like, you know what? I get it.
Um, I can I can't think of the exact moment, but I know I have had moments where I've experienced that feeling, you know. And honestly, I can't recall any exact one moment, but I can just recall like it's just the assurance of knowing that she got my back. Like it's just a certain way, like I could just tell, like regardless of what I'm going through, she just gonna try to figure her best way to understand. You know, like it's just a certain energy I get around her. You know, like it's not defensive, it's not on guard. It's like even more inviting, where it's just like, yo, I'm trying to meet you wherever you at. Like, just allow me to meet you. Like, where? How can I help you? You know. And then sometimes, like, it might even just be like, sometimes I don't even have to say something. Like, sometimes she'll just know, like, when she see me, you know, be like, yo, what's going on with you? You know, like,
Yeah.
and, you know, like, you can't lie. Like, yeah, like, if somebody really know you well enough to know when your energy is off, like, even when you got the mask sober, you know, and you might be able to fool other people, you know, like, those who really know you can know when your aura is off. It'd be like, yo, like something is bothering you, like what's going on, like you know, like whether you want to talk about it or not, like at least don't make me sound like a fool. Like I clearly know something going on with you, you know.
Oh,
So and then sometimes it's just a hard, you know, just a hard conversation, you know, like it's been moments in the past like where like whether she knew completely what was going on or maybe she might have just had like an inkling or maybe she just had a sense of possibly what was going on or sometimes she just really just didn't have no clue. She was just shooting off the cuff, like, but she just knew something was going on. Like she just open up, just get some advice, you know, and then hope that you know I'm receptive to what she's saying. That I in turn, you know, allow her to like, you know, be there for me and actually hear what I'm going through.
I feel
Like
that.
it's tough, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to a point where I'm allowing myself to be more open because like that is like a twofold thing. Like if parents gotta adjust to you being an adult and you know also like letting you grow and then you kind of gotta adjust to like your parents aren't really like they don't know everything like how we envisioned them to know everything as we were kids, you know, and like they're humans like they going through trial and error just like we're going through trial and error. And that conversation, that the relationship got to be cultivated where you kind of got to start seeing each other not just as parent and child, but you know as people, you know, and really just have like in a relationship besides that. Like I got to know who Deborah is besides just my mother, you know.
Mm. That's essential. That's real. That's real.
So, you know, like I'm trying, you know, little by little, you know, get to know her more outside of than just my mother, you know. But you know, but it's a process, you know. I'm just grateful for each day I'll get.
It is. That's a fact. That African butterfly said, "Do you guys remember the moment you first realized your mother was just a human like you? If so, please share." Absolutely. That's a great question. That is a great question. Mine's because this actually happened maybe like 5 to 7 years ago. So my mom, she was going to I want to say a gynecologist just for upkeep as far as some things regarding her kidney and regarding other, you know what I mean, functions of her body, that for some reason or another she needed to go and see a gynecologist as well, right? So I went with the I mean I went to her I went to the office with her, pardon me. Um the doctor was just asking all these candid questions, but they were like impactful to me because I never really thought about it like that. And she was asking like, you know, have you ever had an abortion? You know what I mean? Have you ever had a miscarriage? And then when she was running it off, like, you know what I mean, that she's terminated pregnancies before and, you know what I mean, that she's had miscarriages before, it put me in a place where I was just like, damn, like my mom has really been open and expressive and just like really, you know what I mean, that type of person. But at the same time, had her first kid when she was really young. You know what I mean? She had me when she was like 28, 28, 30,
Yeah, that is young.
relatively, and I'm the baby. You know what I'm saying? So I like it just put things into perspective for me. You know, so I was like, shit. I'm like, man. And I was butthurt a little bit because I was like, oh, am I supposed to tell me these things? She ain't tell me I had to learn this way. But shit, like what parent want to tell that to their child for real, for real? You know what I mean? So I quickly got over my butt hurtness about it. And it made me respect my mom in a different degree, just knowing that she came from such humble and potentially traumatic beginnings to still having the spirit and the heart to assume the role of being a mother, despite all of that, you know?
Damn. Yeah, no, I understand. That's a lot to bear. Like women carry a lot, like too. Like sometimes unknowingly to us, you know, like and shoulder a lot, especially moms. Like they definitely shoulder a large burden that we aren't even privy to at times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just kind of remember like how things turned out to be. Like I can only imagine how many Christmases I had growing up where, you know, like my mom like just made it, you know, like maybe like financially, like just taking care of things in the household, you know, but me and my sister still had a deck full of gifts under the Christmas tree every year, you know, like still fly clothes to wear to school, you know. And it's just like, all right, it's the things like that you don't really appreciate in the moment, but when you look on and you're able to put perspective to it and you're able to like look at it from an adult mindset, like, yo, like the bills she might have had, like single mom, 2 kids, you know, growing up, like everything that she already had, and then to still to keep providing for that, it's just like, you know, like just like damn, like how can I not be thankful, you know?
That's a fact.
But the answer butterfly question, for me, that moment actually happened not too long ago, probably like within the last couple years. Uh, Actually around the time when my stepfather had died, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
like just really seeing how she transitioned through that whole process, like uh, in front of everybody and behind closed doors, and just like how she handled herself and like how she tried to let some things not bother her as much as they did, but at the same time they did, you know. And she couldn't help but you know, like to let her guard down and be vulnerable to an extent. So like seeing that side of her just kind of just allowed me to see her through a different lens. And then
Yeah.
in that turn, just kind of like just humanized her more, where it was just like, you know what, like she is human, like she is going through stuff, like the same way I'm going through my shit, like she going through hers, like,
Mm.
like, and
Like
just make me just
that.
be like, you know, like, yeah, it really just make you just be like, yo, like it kind of like I never really carried no baggage or no animosity towards her, but if I did, like that would have just dissipated at that moment, you know, because it just put things into like real time perspective where I'm just like, okay, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like the same way I don't have this all figured out, you don't have this all figured out, so why am I'm really putting all this expectation on you because I don't have it all figured out. Like if I felt more comfortable and knowing everything, you know, this burden wouldn't be placed on you. So why am I burdening you with this? You know, like let me just allow you to grow, to continue growing, learn from your experiences and learn from mine as well. You know, and
Dig on.
then hopefully I could take it further than where you took it. You know,
No, that's for
then
real.
the next generation could take it further than I took it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
then
No, that's.
trickle down.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
my comment stopped. Like,
we got a couple of comments.
okay, good. Because if
But
mine stopped,
oh yeah, I got you. That African butterfly said, "Mine was a few years ago when I first recognized that all her weird quirks we teased her about growing up was actually her anxiety. It made her so human for me. But I was also like, damn, we were little assholes to our poor mom." And that's kind of in the vein of what you're talking about as far as, growing and learning, the human aspect of your parents, specifically your mom. And then knowing like, damn, like, if I knew this, I probably would have been
yeah.
you know what I mean? Instead of just being like the spoiled brat, you know what I mean? Or like being so much in the role of the child that when it's time to step outside that role and see the world for what it is, you refuse to do so. And I've done this. Like this is all children do. Is children are extremely like I'm not gonna say they are, but by nature, children can be extremely egocentric because they come into this world and they have to depend on us as the providers. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't hard for a child to be up in that state of mind where it's like, yo, I'm hungry. Where's my food? Or look, I'm cold. Where's my baby? Or I'm alone. Where's my mommy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it real. You know? Pretty Rude also said, imagine how many women aren't allowed to be critical and express themselves and their experiences to men. I think a lot of mentalities and that attitude would change if men had these kind of moms. I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
No, that is vital. You know, like
It is. It is. But it's a weird there's a weird balance
yeah.
call to action with that because, you know, at what age, for example, that's just one thing to consider. At what age would it be? Like, for example, with my example, at what age would it have been the best to talk about something as impactful and something as graphic as that, you know what I mean, to the reality that she has experienced in comparison to the reality that I'm experiencing when she didn't know. Like my mom didn't even know I was sexually active so much later in life. So I have to put that on me too, because the same way she hid information to protect me, I had information to protect her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until much older when things started to untether and things started to come apart at the end that I'm getting information from this end, my mom from this end, and then we looking at each other like this, but it got us closer because we were able to recognize that, we're more than just the roles that we are to each other as mother and son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely are. That's real. Like, and that's a good question because I really can't answer that. Like, I don't know what age you start. Like, honestly, I'm thinking it might just be like a relationship thing or a feel thing, you know, because everybody is different in their circumstances. Because I'm just getting to the point that I'm opening up to that, and I'm in my 30s, you know, and I'm not even saying I'm fully comfortable to have certain conversations, you know, like, but I'm trying to get there, you know, like but like you said, it is a process and it is a delicate one because like they're still your parent, you know, like, and it is like how you said, like, there's certain things like as they keep from you to protect us, you know, we keep from them to protect them, you know, like, and certain ideologies and certain ways parents view their child, you know, like, and when you reveal a certain part of your life, you had that chance to change their whole perspective of who they view you as a person, you know, and that can be dicey because that could really throw off the family dynamic, you know, like in certain instances. So you also got to be mindful of that too, you know, when sharing that stuff, you know. And also, what are you sharing this for? Like, am I sharing this for the purpose of you getting to know me, or am I like trying to unburden something that's been, you know, gnawing at my soul, like, and I just want to unload this off on you because I feel like, you know, once I share this knowledge with you, you know, like I'll feel less stress or less whatever, you know, from
Mm-hmm.
holding this back from you. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm still at a point where I'm trying to get comfortable with the conversation. I'm still like we aren't having like hour-long heart-to-heart sessions, you know, like, but you know, like slowly but surely is I'm starting to learn a little bit more and more about her.
I feel that.
You
Like,
know, like
sure.
I would like to have, you know, more. You know, don't get me wrong. Like I would like to dive in more, and you know, especially while I got the time. But like it is, you know, I just like to let things just happen organically. You know, like I like the process that we've made so far, and you know, I'm just trusting the process as is. You know, like sometimes I'm learning. Sometimes you just can't control everything. You sometimes you just gotta let life be life. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
be comfortable with not having control of anything. Sometimes you just gotta be like, all right,
Nah, for
being
real.
comfortable. Well, I'm in the passenger seat.
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Once again, to reiterate, grateful, grateful. Um, and when you grow up and you are able to acknowledge the impact of your mother, it don't matter about their shortcomings. You know, man. It don't matter because once again, nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
So in acknowledging that nobody's perfect, when you recognize what a woman was able to do in that reality of not being perfect, you understand just how super women can be, especially mothers. You know, man. Um, I always love telling the story about how my mom made it here in this country. She had no help. She had limited help. Less than a handful of people I were able to actually help her. You know what I mean? Get here, and she came from the village. You know what I'm saying? The rural parts of Africa, and was able to transition in a fucking hospital in Northeast Philadelphia with with some significant care behind her that was sustaining her on life support. I can only imagine what type of dream that could have been and what was her reality when she started this journey in the physical plane. You know what I mean? So, once again, to all the mothers in here, Omi, I see you. Happy Mother's Day. AP Blog, what's going on with you, sis? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in here. All
yeah. Shout out to all the moms.
man.
That's real.
But yeah, I don't wanna be too long. I just wanted to give the flowers out, you know what I mean? Um, I'm about to get back to finishing this movie and finishing my nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? My nostalgia, if you will. But before we out of here, Dash, what's one thing that you would like to leave on the table as far as mothers and continuing to give our flowers to these amazing women?
You know what? I'm actually thinking of a bar from 21 Savage. You know, shout out to him. You know, and in the bar he said, right or wrong, my mom, she always loved me, and I knew right then and there, uh, wherever my life took me, I would be okay, and that's where I'm going to leave with things for today. You know, like, you know, like right or wrong, whatever the circumstance would be, you know, my mom loved me and provided for me the best way she could. You know, and
Yeah,
with that, you know, I'm grateful, and I'm taking the lesson she imparted on me, and you know, taking it to the next level.
dig that. That's what's up.
Hopefully, I can return the favor to her one day.
Solid words. Solid words and solid sentiments. Tion, Unit Games, what's going on with y'all kings? Happy Mother's Day to y'all mothers. You know what I mean? Sending love, sending love. You know what I'm saying?
How about you? Any lasting words?
Love is never without. No, love is never without. So, for those who are watching, whose mothers may no longer be here, for those who are watching, who are mothers, for those who are watching that still have their mothers here in the physical, in whatever degree, in whatever aspect the dynamic is regarding yourself, love is never without. And this life continues to teach us this and many more other virtues day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about the state of eternity and eternal things versus the ephemeral. You know what I mean? So once again, thank you, mothers, for being so selfless that y'all have effortlessly, with effort, with great effort, intertwined yourselves with the eternal so that your love transcended just the physical. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I'm about to be out though. Y'all
Yeah.
this Wednesday, 7 p.m., same time, same place, PVM Talk Show. You know what I mean?
That's what the guest, right?
What's up?
That's the 15th, right? This Wednesday?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea, bro. I know it's just this Wednesday.
So guys, so on the 15th, it's going to be a Wednesday. Not sure if it's this Wednesday or the following Wednesday, but we got a poet coming on, CD Flow, C Flow.
Yeah, C Flow, yup.
Yeah, checked out a few of her lives. She legit. She dope. She real authentic, guys. So we're gonna do a poetry episode. So definitely tap in. Jeide and I are gonna share some pieces with her as well. So definitely, come to the official home of poetry. Your favorite internet TV show, PVM.
Word.
And we'll see y'all Wednesday. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your night. Oh, and go Sixers. Because game 4 tonight.
That's what's up.
So
Word.
let's get this one. And enjoy your night. Enjoy your night. Live it up. Embrace life.
Yes, sir.